It's been a while since I've done a Take My Money Bandai, so let's do one now and get those easy views where I don't have to work for it, Daddy. Bandai just announced the Master Grade Talkies FEW. I don't know what this is. FuleGel EW. I guess that's what it stands for. Is this from like the Snow White Gundam thing? If it is, then there's probably a good shot Bandai might just make the Snow White Wing Zero, which would be cool because they could use the new Verka for that, and it would be absolutely sick. And then you wouldn't have to buy third-party versions and then pay $100 shipping just to get the kit, because that's where we are now. Anyway, you can reserve yours today at 1300 hours. You know what time that is if you know what that is. But it's like Japanese P Bandai, so don't expect to see this on the American P Bandai till about like 2 days from now. Not 2 days, it could be like a week, who knows. And the second you see it, you better pre-order it, because I'm 100% sure this will sell out. The Talkies FEW, equipped with the original equipment, wing binders, and heat lance, I believe. Honestly, I've seen people do custom kits of this, and I'll buy this. I'll definitely buy it. There's no question that I wouldn't. I mean, it looks cool. It's ridiculous, but I'd definitely check it out. Yeah, this is sick. I'll buy this. No questions asked. Take my money, Bandai. You can have it. Now, if you go to the Gundam info, you only will be able to see it if you're on the Japanese version. For some reason, Gundam info in English doesn't show this at all. It makes no sense to me. Like it's some sort of big secret, but I guess they want to wait to announce it for P Bandai in America. If you pre-ordered on P Bandai America for your reissues of the Crossbone Gundam, the Gundam Glory to the Losers, and the armored body version of Sandrock, it's coming out this month. Most likely it'll ship between the 18th and the 22nd of the month. That's how P Bandai works. Congratulations if you got the kits and you like them, because I don't know what the hell to say. You know, to like, yay, they're out. Whoopee. HG Gundam F91 Vital Unit 1 and 2. I don't know anything about these. I only watched the F91 anime, and you could tell by watching it, it was probably supposed to be a series, but then they condensed it into like a movie. In my opinion, bad move. Because at the end of F91, remember, it's like, this is just the beginning. How many years has it been? Like 20? Like, oh, well, you can read the manga, you idiot. So basically, it's an HG unit of 2 more F91s. One's blue, one's red. Kind of reminds me of like the Gundam side story Gundams, the red and the blue one, that you could only play in the video game Encounters in Space on the PlayStation 2. Those of you who are OGs remember that. Do you love Brave Conan? Oh, it's Detective Conan. I never really liked that show. And do you love Gundam? Well, oh my God, are you in for a treat? There's a collaboration between the two. You can have the Detective Conan Zaku 2, Hathaway's Flash crossover. I don't know how that works, but it's there. Also, something I actually want, I pre-ordered from the Hangar Bay because they could get it. I should have asked New Type HQ if they could get it, but I don't know. It was just like, I saw it and I figured, why not? The Gundam MK2 AUG Real Type version. Honestly, I probably didn't need to buy this. I could just paint it myself. So it was probably a bad move, but I gotta say, for a kit that is just straight plastic, this color scheme is brilliant. I absolutely love this color scheme. It's so right. It feels like this would be a color scheme I'd expect in a Gundam movie. This would not bother me. This is great. Bandai put out a 1144 scale Gundam kit that's all white for you to paint. I guess was Gundam markers to give you a feel for doing your own custom colors. See, since the kit is white, and if you use a Gundam marker, it'll be easier to paint because the base is white. If you paint over certain colors with other colors, you don't get the intended color you thought you were getting. That's from Papa Gundam. Always prime your kits, children. Or, you know, don't. Who cares? Let's get off my nose. It's Gundam Base Limited. So if you're American, you're going to have to, like, figure a proxy to get it. They're also selling some effect parts for MG kits, which, you know what? I like this idea a great deal. And I feel it should be implemented in MG kits and not be something that I have to pay extra to get from the Gundam Base. I could totally see these thrusters and installing LEDs inside of the jetpack would really make it come to life with this. But Gundam Base exclusive, or until you find a friend that knows how to like 3D model, you could 3D print your own. Oh, Gundam's Hathaway's Flash, that's out now. You've probably already seen it. I saw it weeks ago. I probably should have did a review. Didn't even think to do it. But yeah, great movie. I liked it. And it's not as good as like Demon Slayer, like Mogeki Train or whatever it's called. But you know, Hathaway's Flash was actually good enough to where I began to like Hathaway by the end of the film. And I've hated Hathaway since the end of Char's Counterattack. When I first watched it, because the first DVD I ever got as a kid was Char's Counterattack. Ironic, huh? And yeah, how many years ago was that? It was a long time ago. You can now pre-order some new HG kits. There's the Messer F-Zero Type 2. I think there's a third one as well. I think I pre-ordered that. I don't know why I did. I haven't even painted the first Messer. But yeah, they're a thing. If you feel like it, go for it, baby cakes. Oh, it's the Messer Commando machine type. And the Baodock Gates color scheme, which is like this gray versus grayish blue color scheme. Pretty good. You know, I would love to see this kit as an MG, but it'll probably never happen because it's Zeta and nobody cared about Lieutenant Jared. Like, really, what a lame way to die. So yeah, there's so many kits I'd like to see as a master grade. The fact that Messer is a master grade bothers me. Like an HG of this, no, make it, forget it. Nobody's here for me in soapbox. Talk about the stuff coming out, you butt knocker. The Gundam Seed MSV new project, the Eclipse Gundam. In my previous video, you heard me complaining about certain kits not getting master grades and how Bandai's doing a master grade of the Eclipse Gundam, and it kind of bothered me because, you know, there's so many kits that don't even get master grades, but the Eclipse does. And I guess it's because a lot of the parts of the Eclipse can be reused because it's basically just another seed kit, really. But it's still a new kit, you know, just some different crap going on. Overall, I don't hate it. I actually think the design is cool. I've never sat through Gundam Seed in its entirety. Like, I've watched clips of the show, but I've never sat through it because I always hear the meme of Jesus Yamato, and then, you know, I watch a scene where, like, Kira Yamato gets literally blasted with his cockpit open by the other Gundam, the red one, I think it was a Justice, and it's self-destructed, and his cockpit is open, right? But he didn't die. Like, this dude's plot armor is so thick he could survive a nuclear blast. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. I still think, though, Seed has some of the best Gundam mobile suit designs. And the Eclipse is no exception. I totally plan on buying this kit, building it, painting it, and that's about it. It's all. I don't care about the story. I'm already looking at the character designs, and I'm just like, no. You know, no. It's getting to the point now where, like, alternate universe Gundam is so outlandish, even the characters don't seem realistic as humans. Like, this guy's hands, they're too big for his body. They're huge. He has these huge hands and these clownish feet. Who designed this? I'm looking at like a young version of Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons, in my opinion. Whatever. Do you want some more F91 mission packs? Sorry, F90. If you answered yes, you're in luck. There's more coming. The F90 can now turn into a jet. It's not a bad jet design. I don't hate it. I do like the sort of stuff right there, the thrusters. I don't know. You know, it's like I like the F90's design so much that I find the mission packs intrusive. I don't know about you, but for me, I just look at them and I'm like, I don't really care for these. I think I'll just take it straight, mommy. Well, if you're in Japan, you can get the MG V2 Verka of the Victory Gundam. Congratulations. For the rest of us, we got nothing. It's like crazy how, if you don't know, as a Gunpla buyer in America, we're pretty low on the totem pole. Just in case you didn't know, I was checking out one of my favorite Asian vendor sites, and I was looking through the master grades they had in stock, and they had damn near everything in stock. And I'm sitting there like, Jesus Christ. We don't, like, they get kits in stock that we never see here in America. All right, perfect example. The MG Guyan. When's the last time you've seen an MG Guyan for sale in America? Or any of the grunt suits MGs from like Zeta? Never. Like, I saw one once and I should have bought it. It's the red one that looks like a Zaku. I can't remember the name of it. New type had them on sale. I should have bought it the day I saw it, but I was being an asshole. I was like, I don't know. I don't really need it. And it's like, of course I don't need it, but I should have bought it because there's like a resin kit I want to put on it now. Good luck finding one. At this point, I pick up kits that I know will have a resin kit to make them look better. God help me. There's a couple of Gundam Base. Well, there's always some sort of Gundam Base stuff going on. A limited edition HG 1144, I believe, revives Zaku. Metallic color. That really doesn't interest someone who paints, but hey, it might tickle your fancy. But here's the thing that I do think is cool. But it's a Gundam Base limited event per as usual. The 1/48th scale Gundam Base limited unicorn Gundam heads for display. These things are actually cool. Are genuinely actually cool in my opinion. And I think I want them. Putting an MG on this, like a finished MG unicorn. Oh wait, is it supposed to take 1/144 scales? What, really? Oh, that's a little lame. Why would I put a 1/4? Screw that. I want to put an MG on that. Whatever. This base is cool. If you like unicorn, or if you just happen to have unicorn kits, these are it. And the best part about the white unicorn one is it comes with the red, blue, or green cycle frame. So it gives you an option depending on which version of the unicorn you have. Nice touch, Bandai. And I would put money on it that these are most likely hollow. So if you're so inclined, you could put LEDs in this and have it light up, which would be a real nice touch. The only thing I don't care for is the Banshee's face shield is clear plastic. No. I'd have to paint that gold or something. I don't need clear plastic for that. Well, who cares what I think? On that note, let's get the hell out of here because I can't remember what else came out that I was interested in. I only really talk about stuff that I'd possibly buy or I think is cool.